The time has come for Darth Vader to face a great enemy of the Empire that has just popped out, and that is the Crimson Dawn. How this comic series is shaping up, the rebellion is not being paid too much attention to as much as the Crimson Dawn, because in the previous Darth Vader issue, Palpatine just ordered Darth Vader to take matters into his own hands. Make Crimson Dawn a priority. Of course, later on we get the full truth. We see that Ocho Bestoon is also serving Kira from Crimson Dawn, and he is a double agent, a spy planted inside the Empire. In fact, very close to the top. He was basically serving Palpatine and Vader, was their right-hand man. This is how far Crimson Dawn had infiltrated not only the Empire but a lot of other factions. So today marks the release of Darth Vader issue number 18, and it's called Red Revenge. Starting from the synopsis, it says the criminal organization known as Crimson Dawn humiliated the Empire and manipulated the Hutts into attacking them. This led to the swift punishment and destruction of the Hutt Council. Now that Darth Vader had discovered Crimson Dawn's influence across the galaxy, his first priority is to seek out the infiltrators and destroy them one by one. As the synopsis tells us, it wasn't just Ocho Bestoon, but it was Boku as well, the main rival to Jabba the Hutt. Kira had a spy everywhere, and now Vader had to weed them out, orders directly from Sidious. But before he did that, he again reminisced at that pivotal moment in Empire Strikes Back, where Vader had defeated Luke, but now was pleading with his son to join him. "Join me, and I will complete your training," says Vader. "With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy." You can see though, this word order has been highlighted. A desperate Luke says, "I'll never join you," to Darth Vader. Now we see that Vader is inside his meditation chamber, without his mask, his head carved up from the injuries on Mustafar. He is keen on the word order, the word order that he mentioned to his son. It seemed that at this moment, the galaxy was in complete turmoil. The Empire, the Rebellion, the Crimson Dawn. Right now, the galaxy had nothing to do with order. He reminisces again of his son hanging below Bespin as he reached out with the Force to talk to him. Again, Vader mentions the same word, order, as he puts his scarred face in his hands, desperate in his attempt to achieve order through the Skywalker bloodline, through him and his son, the only remaining piece to the puzzle from Padme, the love of his life. "In this fight, my master," says Vader in his mind, "you have brought only chaos," as he still thinks about the time when Lord Sidious simply snapped and crushed him to pieces. You can see that every single limb was torn out of him, as not only did Sidious do this to him, but he was laughing maniacally during all of this. Then he goes on to think of his flagship, the Executor, punishing the most loyal while all else falls to pieces. As now we cut to the front of Darth Vader, his eyes are clearly visible, purple around the eyes from the aggravation. A scarred, emotional face stares back at us, stares at you from this YouTube video, but a lot of Star Wars fans will notice something at this moment, what the artist tried to tell us with this picture, and you can clearly see that Darth Vader does not have Sith eyes anymore. This of course takes place after Empire Strikes Back and just before Return of the Jedi. This shows us that by the time we see him in Return of the Jedi, when Luke removes his helmet, even before then, up until this moment, we know that Vader does not have yellow Sith eyes anymore. I speculate that the moment he interacted with Luke Skywalker, he was reminded of his true self, of his young self, as a young Anakin Skywalker, full of life and not fearing anything. His great times that he had with Padme, his great times that he had with his old master Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is what Luke brought out of him. This was the conflict that Luke was talking about. I mean, it's not like we have not seen Darth Vader under his mask before. The first instance where we see Darth Vader with yellow eyes is immediately after Order 66. He goes on to kill the Separatist Council. There you can clearly see Anakin with yellow Sith eyes. Another time is years after Order 66, during Vader's fight with Ahsoka. Who could forget this pivotal moment where we clearly see Darth Vader with yellow Sith eyes? He still has that anger in him. But around this time, when Luke resurfaced, this comic shows us that even before Return of the Jedi started, Vader denounced his darkness. He did not accept the light into his heart yet, but he clearly was not a pure Sith anymore. Or at least the definition of what Palpatine thinks a Sith is. And the result of not having Sith eyes in this comic panel will showcase during the ending of Return of the Jedi, when Darth Vader gets redeemed in the end and kills Sidious with his bare hands. "Now," says Vader, "with or without my son, I will bring order, starting with the true traitors, the Crimson Dawn." This comic continues on, showcasing the many factions of the Crimson Dawn and Vader going after them, and there's a complete shocking twist at the end, so I'll leave that for part 2 for tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you want to watch part 2 tomorrow, be sure to subscribe down below, leave a thumbs up on this video. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.